Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 7th. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Cleanup underway across the island as we brace for the remnants of Tropical Storm Debby. Here's a look outside now at Atlantic Avenue Beach in Amagansett. Cloudy and cooler today with some scattered showers. There is still some ponding out there this morning on the roads, but nothing like this. This was the scene yesterday on the Southern State Parkway near Bayshore. The heavy rain yesterday had many local roads looking more like rivers. Here's a look at the rain totals. Port Washington saw more than 4.5 inches. Dix Hills had about 4 inches, and Muttontown saw about 3.5 inches of rain. In looking at today's futurecast, the rain is tapering off, but we could see showers throughout the day. We'll have the latest on Tropical Storm Debby's track and the impacts we'll see on the island coming up. Things are still a bit messy at the airports due to storms. Ground stops at JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark airports yesterday canceled hundreds of flights. We're seeing dozens of residual cancellations and delays this morning. A Shirley man is due back in court today in connection with a stabbing at Adventureland. Daniel Tomaski is accused of stabbing a Florida man after a dispute erupted between several people at the East Farmingdale amusement park last month. The victim was left in critical condition. The recently reinstated Wyandanch Middle School principal has been arrested. Late last month, Shannon Burton was arrested and charged with aggravated harassment. He's accused of making harassing phone calls to a woman. The Manhattan DA's office says the Milton L. Olive Middle School principal called the woman over a dozen times and threatened her. Layoffs are looming at Henry Schein. The Melville-based dental and medical distributor announced it's cutting an unspecified number of jobs. The company said it's part of a multi-million-dollar restructuring plan. Henry Schein employs nearly 1,500 local workers. The prospective owners of a struggling Woodbury office building are looking for a 20-year property tax break to turn around the property. In their IDA application, the investors promise at least 200 people will work in the building at all times. The building is currently about 40% vacant due to the popularity of remote. Eating better could get easier if you live in Bayshore. Bayshore Deli on Reddington Street joined the Healthy Corner Store project. Cornell Cooperative Extension of Suffolk County's program aims to improve access to quality food in underserved communities.
We don't mess with the store. We love what the store is doing, but we want to just kind of make it accessible to reach for water quickly when you walk in, or to see fruits and vegetables as an option that you can pick. So it really is just accentuating the healthy options that the store has and really promoting that for them in the community.
This is really going to help the community. The deli is the 7th corner store to join this since this initiative launched back in 2015. Jake's 58 Casino hit with 24 compliance violations. Drew Scott has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Every day, hundreds of Long Islanders get off exit 58 on the Long Island Expressway to visit Jake's 58 Casino in Islandia. People like retiree Marty Raber.
Yes, it's a senior citizens headquarters.
But according to records obtained by Newsday through a Freedom of Information request, Jake's is the first and only casino in New York to be slapped with 26 violations, allegedly employing people without the proper gaming license, including top political appointees.
OTB has long been a pension mill, and there are others, and all political parties participate in that fiasco. It's costing the taxpayers a lot of money.
Some political appointees named by the Gaming Commission as not being licensed or holding an improper gaming license were Anthony Portacy, Brookhaven Town Democratic Chairman, Republican Anthony Pancella, OTB's former CEO, and James LaCaruba, OTB Vice President. The OTB President, Phil Boyle, says the error is being corrected after the purchase of Jake's 58 from Delaware North to OTB.
We believe a lot of our people did not need licenses, and others that have licenses were told they had licenses, and they found out from the Gaming Commission that they needed a different level. It's going to be resolved. We're working on it.
But Fitzpatrick believes Suffolk OTB, which is a public benefit corporation, shouldn't be in the casino business, will continue to be a patronage mill, and he worries about the long-term effects of gambling on the public.
It will lead to more Suffolk County and other residents falling into the trap of addiction.
Jake's 58 is appealing the 26 violations, and the State Gaming Commission says it's holding off on the fines until the matter can be settled. In the village of Islandia, Drew Scott, Newsday TV.
Thank you. And we do have an update. These are the statements to Newsday from the political appointees named in the story. Portasy says he received a temporary license in 2021. La Caruba says he previously thought he had the proper license. And Pancella says this is an administrative problem that's being corrected. Read more about the violations at Jake's 58 on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Looking for a day trip close to home? Pick your ferry and head to Shelter Island. The adventures of Scott Vogel continue.
Just a few minutes from both the North and South Forks, Shelter Island somehow manages to be a fork all its own, an East Fork, if you will. Its special vibe draws inspiration from both North and South sensibilities.
So you can take the ferry from Greenport, which is, I'm oversimplifying here, but it's sort of this no-frills, unpretentious fishing village. Or you can take the ferry from the Hamptons, which is this trendy, glitzy, wealthy enclave. You can take the ferry from here too.
And part of the fun of a trip there comes in toggling back and forth between the two. Which left my niece with just one question.
Wait, but what do we wear?
If Greenport is all simplicity and unfussiness, so too is the Shelter Island Heights Pharmacy, where they've been serving breakfast at the lunch counter for over 100 years.
And they have this really fantastic high-end shopping.
Wait, Scott, you can't go dressed like that.
It's true. On Shelter Island, you could spend hours shopping at high-end boutiques, and then in the next breath, visit a farmer's market or a local taco stand to get provisions for a thrilling trip by a kayak to tiny Taylor's Island just offshore.
Can we get a drink before kayaking?
We have to change first.
Row, row, row your boat.
Elegantly restored just a few years back, the Pridwin Hotel has a fresh and comfortable interior and a terrace bar that's just perfect for people watching. Okay, that's enough stalling. Time for kayaking. The trip through Coakley's Harbor takes less than an hour, especially if your photographer paddles too. And if you play your cards right, you might just have every inch of the acre and a half Taylor's to yourself. Let's see what's next. Glamour, Thy Name is Sunset Beach, in which a Hamptons-esque crowd flocks to a French Riviera-esque hotspot across the street from Shelter Island's terrific Crescent Beach. How about a little billiards before dinner? That would be at the Chiquite Inn, a Victorian jewel that dates back to 1872.
Can we go to dinner now?
What do we wear?
I don't care.
And the truth is, it really doesn't matter. Or at least it doesn't matter when you're not far from the last hole of the Shelter Island Country Club, home to the recently reimagined 1901 Grill. It's the only place where both ferries meet, at least on the menu. And even the most committed Greenporter or Hamptonite will find something to love. Shelter Island provides shelter for all. The laid back and chic, the rich and the not so rich, the trendy and retro, the niece and the uncle.
Maybe next time we should bring more clothes?
Yeah, true.
So much to do on Shelter Island. To find more adventures of Scott Vogel on Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Checking out your hyperlocal Wednesday weather, some more showers today. Here's your day planner, cloudy and rainy. Highs in the 70s, and we just get cooler throughout the day. Tomorrow, more showers with highs in the 70s, so make sure you grab an umbrella. Now to the latest on Debby's track. We will see the impact here on the island beginning Friday and into Saturday. We'll see heavy rain, gusty winds, and coast flooding, so please be careful. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Sunday looking like the better day of the weekend and much better weather next week.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Islanders save on their energy bills for over 20 years.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Have a great morning. Thank you so much for watching.